He gets it down now, and they move it through low, gives it to Hybens. Hybens now gives it away to Logue again. Left foot kick in towards half forward. Best got one high. Umpire said play on. Goes towards Manganelli. He gets held on to. The umpire says play on. Now Best out the side. Left foot kick off the ground, close to the boundary line, and over for a throw in. 2-2-14 the Hawks. They lead the Tigers 1-1-7 in this start of the second term. Boundary throw in left half forward for Inverleigh, kicking to the northern end, left of your radio dial in the second term. Boundary throw in, Baden in front, got it down. Hodgson got a hand to it as well. All over the top of it as always. Taps it out the back, but it's Bowman first. Handball out wide. Hegarty, kick around the corner into the grandstand. Out of bounds on the full, so the Hawks will take the free kick. Grundle or Gerard, I think it might be Rusty, who will get the free kick. So at 65 around from their goal, he'll take the free kick once he gets the footy. Must have gone into the bar, did it? And he's got it now. Rain stopped here, which is good. Cleared up. Now Gerard. Lead on. Oh, as easy as you like. Sam Jacker turns around and goes, how the hell did that happen? Well, Sam was one of them, I think. Mick Groz took the mark and will shoot for goal from... Fitty. 50 as well against Hegarty, who was following Hutchie, and then Hutchinson. And Mick Groz will come down and make sure of it now for Inverleigh's third of the afternoon.
Why isn't he allowed to go to him?
I don't know. I can't understand those rules, I tell you. Something chronic. Not just in this either, in the AFL as well. So he must have been outside 50, was he? Because he hasn't come to the goal square. He's still kicking from a 45-degree angle. Sam Jack is still pleading against it. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Mick Groz puts his first on the board.
No, he's called it a point.
What?
He has called it a point, this bloke. There's nothing wrong with me eyes this time.
Jeez. So behind.
Oh, you're got to be joking, umpire.
I think he just made up for the central umpire's mistake.
Well, bull dust.
Didn't he? He had to.
Turn it up. You got to get him right. Jeez.
So
where's Keats? Where'd Steve Keaton go?
2-3-15.
You asked about the first kick that got him to the goal square.
2-3-15 Inverleigh. Thompson 1-1-7.
Ball comes back in and the mark has been taken out there by Baden. So we're not too sure what's going on there at the present time. But anyway, Thompson have the ball now. They're in the back. Holwell just steadies himself, looks up the line. Kick goes towards Gardner. Mark is not taken out there. Comes to ground level. Jones over the top. He will need to get the ball out. Does so. Comes out to Grundle. Got the handball to Logue. Logue further afield. Goes to Cations. Can run onto it. Player wider. He goes back to Logue. And now to Bowman. So Bowman's now in space on centre wing. Can turn and run and go towards goal. Kicks back towards the pocket, leading out. It's going to be Seddon. Can't pick it up cleanly, but goes back and collects it. Taps it to Gerard. Got in his left boot. Walks over the boundary line, and the ball will be thrown back in by the boundary umpire. So they just settle things down now as Hyman's arrives. Baden's already there. Ball thrown back in now by the umpire. Baden front position. Actually, in top of the scon there. Manganelli tackled without the ball. Picked up. Low. Hutchison got the ball away. Ends up in the hands of Grundle. A little short chip into the forward line. Out the back. Ball goes over Denham's head. He goes back and collects it. Got the handball away. And from the back pocket, ball is kicked further afield by Hutchison. A nice little kick finds Gardner. So Gardner has Spokes over the top if he wants to go to him. But he comes back inside and McLeish takes the mark. True centre half back position. He now looks and goes wide again. So he goes back to Gardner. Looking at options inside. Wiseman was there, but now runs away from that position. Gardner goes down the line towards the half-forward line. Mark is not taking ball a bit too much. Carry goes over the boundary line, so there's going to be a free kick going to Inverleigh. Half-back line. And Robbie Logue just jumping the fence, getting control of the ball. Robbie Logue just wandering back over the track and about to jump the fence. Play to restart. Inverleigh have set themselves up behind the ball. Looking at his options, he's going to come across the ground. It'll have to be a good kick. It's going to find Bowman. It does.
Well, it wasn't, but it found him.
Bowman short, goes further afield. Baxter got Grundle out and running. He goes to him now, went back to Baxter. Has time to steady, look up. Looks to deliver the ball long and goes to that direction to the goal square. Hybens is there. Baden out the back. Ball runs through their hands towards the back of the line. Picked up by Seddon. Ball is forced through for a minor score to Inverleigh. And they move now to 2-4. And they lead Thompson on 1-1. We have gone 5 minutes. Second quarter. Common Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
They looked a better team, Inverleigh, but they just can't put the score on the board at the minute.
Well, they can if the umpire helped him out.
Oh.
Hodgson from full back. Gee whiz. Goes.
We've got to leave that alone.
Grundle goes up.
Good
Ball
mark.
got one high.
Good mark as well.
Over the shoulder, play on advantage. Ball came back from Jones to Logue. Cross towards Hybens. Takes the mark at half forward. Plays on now. Right foot kick, top of the square. Marking goes up. Nobody at the back for Inverleigh. Oh, Gardner's handball. Dangerous. Back into the goal square. Sits up for Manganelli. Handball back to Hutchinson on the right side for a left footer. Can he get the kick away? Can quickly, but he misses.
Well, that must be a goal.
Through for one behind, maybe.
Stop it.
Just check. And it will be another kick in for Andrew Hodgson. And they go to 2-5-17 Inverleigh. Thompson 1-1-7. We've played 6.5 in the second term. We should have gone to Werribee. Central's 5-3-33. Winch 5-5-35.
Oh, look, I always said it was going to be a good game down there.
Yeah, of course you did.
Well, we all said that.
It was going to be, absolutely. North Geelong 5-2-32. Lead Bannock 3-7-25.
So ball kicked in this time, and Howell takes the mark uncontested. Looks at his options further afield. He hasn't got too many at the moment. Davis is going to have to make more of an effort to lead up. He's got a player wide now in space. Banfield's the player. He goes in that direction. He takes the mark. Looks to go back inside on the left boot. Little flat kick was dangerous. It's going to work okay. McLeish overlapped the player there as Hodgson on the left boot. Goes towards Davis. He takes the mark. Good hands. And he will steady things down now. He's inside, or just outside their forward 50. Davis now goes long to the goal square. Tresize is the target. He's up over the back. Nearly had hold of it, but the ball runs through the contest. Grundle kept it alive. But the umpire said no, it had gone over, and it will come back to be a throw in about 10 metres around from the behind post. So umpire about to throw the ball back in now, as we said. Forward pocket, Thompson's attacking end of the ground. Thrown back in, Hybens just taps it back towards the boundary line. Runs towards Stacey, and again the ball goes over and will be thrown back in. Just about to restart it once again, this time about the half-forward line for the Thompson side. Ball out the back. Again, the ball picked up Hutchison on the left boot, got the kick away as far as Gosdanowski, took the mark, went to de Blasio. Jones leads out and will take the mark on centre wing, so Jones now.
Giving him hide.
I think Wyvern just gave him a friendly word of advice there, didn't he, Ellie? Gave him a little chip up over the top, goes to Baxter, takes the mark. So Baxter now just attacking side of centre wing. Goes long into the forward line. Seddon is the target. Spoil from behind is Maguire. Comes to Holwell. Gets through the contest. Went back to Maguire with my hand. Little short chip. Oh, only as far as Gerard, but he was taken high in that. And he will get the free kick. Ryan Gerard.
Here comes the cavalry. Does it need two umpires?
You're going to start that, aren't you?
I tell you.
So Gerard's
gets
up
in the way.
and he's okay. Little short kick out wide. Mark taken by Seddon inside 50.
He's been a bit quiet, Seddon, for him.
Oh, he'll pop this now. For a goal, you watch. Now you said that.
Oh, mightn't matter.
So Seddon now to line up for goal.
Well, he just picks and chooses. Yep, Munaloo.
Seddon wearing 7. I thought that didn't look right, but anyway, here he comes now. Seddon loads up, kicks at goal. I tell you what, he's allowed nice. The ball's going to go across the face though, and we'll be through for a minor score. So one behind to that player. Inverleigh now to 2-6, and they lead Thompson on 1-1-7. How long we gone, Jace? We have gone
about then. 9.5.
Yep, 9.5. Second quarter. Common Hotel scoreboard.
I didn't think that'd be. I went for my bag this morning. I thought, oh no, Smithy he won't come.
Jacker.
I think I've got to get a new battery.
Kicks to the outer side. Good kick for
good
distance, but...
well read, though.
Yeah, Dan Gros at the back. Grosdanovsky takes the mark on centre wing, chips the ball up to half forward, sits up for Mick Gros, who goes up, can't take the mark. At the front of the pack, Manganelli gets around, handball towards Mick Gros again, kick around the corner, best handball. Hutchinson, they're going the one. Manganelli now left foot kick around the corner, and he has kicked the post.
We can't argue with that one.
So that is one behind, and wasting opportunities here, the Hawks, 2-7-19. They lead Thompson 1-1-7. Just Thompson will go down and kick a goal here. You watch. That's the way it normally works.
What's that before, didn't they? They're more dominant, but you've got to hit the scoreboard when you've got the play.
Jacker kicks it in this time, looking for Denham. Goes up, gets a good shepherd from Spokes too. Takes the mark at half back, Alex Denham. Spokes got one too in the back for his measure. Chips the ball out wide. Doesn't quite hit the target. Thompson handball on the up quickly. They get it away. Banfield along the line towards Stacey. Can't keep it in. Now to bounce for a throw in on centre wing on the outer side.
I just thought Thompson last week were hitting targets by hand and by foot. The ones that they're not hitting today. And you just have to put that down to the extra pressure from the Inverleigh side, I reckon.
So a throw in. Baden up against Hybens. Outer side centre wing. Baden gets it to the front of the pack. Banfield gets it through some traffic and then just gets the ball away in time. Still in dispute though. Ball can't be taken away from the contest. Now it can. And Hutchinson it was. Jones though for Thompson. Baden gives it away to Hodgson. His handball over the top to nobody in particular. Stacey pushed off the football. And boundary line beckons again. And we'll have another throw in. Still on centre wing outer side. 2-7-19 the Hawks. The Tigers 1-1-7. And we played 12 minutes in the second term.
Gee, 9 shots to 2. You'd think they should be a lot further in front and by general run of play as well.
Scrambly affair though. So ball, as we said, on far centre wing. Hybens and Baden doing the ruck work. Baden gets his hand in there, taps it down. Grundle has the ball, went out the back, got the handball away. So the players converge. The umpires let things go pretty much now, and he's going to come in and we'll have a ball up in the same position, far side of the ground.
Well, I think Baden's done a pretty good job on Jimmy Hybens at this stage. I think it's pretty even. They've both done pretty well.
So again, the umpire throws it up. Both players get a hand on it. Hybens, the second one, taps it down. Baden, the third one, into the hands of Manganelli. Kicks quickly into the forward line.
No.
The mark is taken out there by Mick Gros.
Who's the bloke on the mark, Smitty?
Jacker.
Yeah, Sammy, you can't leave him 5 metres in front, mate.
So Grosdanovsky now goes quickly to the goal square, and he is offline also. I think last time we saw Inverleigh, they kicked about 25 points. Well, they're heading that way today.
Well,
2 goals, 8.
And the week before that, they kicked 19 against Werribee to lose the game.
Yep.
So, if anything that can beat them in the finals, that might.
So Wiseman goes quickly and goes wide.
He hits targets.
Yep. And he found Hull, who's taking about 3 or 4 kick-in marks now. He goes back inside. Mark will be taken by Maguire. So Maguire now still inside defensive 50. He goes towards centre wing. Jones, little hands in the back.
The hands,
ball got out the back. Umpire.
He saw it. Yeah, good decision up. Good decision.
And now the ball will come back. And it's going to go to Baden.
Is that the bloke that did the grand final last year?
The umpire?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Baden now, little short chip up over the top, and he went as far as Dan Gros got back. Didn't take the mark, but then got the free kicks as the umpire. So he's got the mark and or free kick. And Dan Gros now, his little chip goes back over top, goes and we'll find Manganelli. Forward of centre wing for Inverleigh. Options back inside. He hasn't looked there yet. Looking towards centre half forward. Burke, the target. In front, Denham, though, comes up and takes the mark. So Denham now just settles things down, comes inside to Stacey. Kick up over the top. Dangerous because Casey was coming the other way. Picks the ball up. Got the handball away. Went to Best.
Beautiful handball.
Steady himself. He was touched from Wiseman. And it's through for another minor score. So Michael Best one behind. Inverleigh to 2 goals 9. Thompson a 1-1, and we have gone 14.5 minutes. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Again, one bad disposal nearly got him in a world of trouble. It was just Wiseman being able to smother the kick, otherwise he'd have kicked the goal, but another bad disposal. I want to come to the footy one day when the ball goes in the forward on and see 6 on 6. That's what I want to do. Yeah. This crap's ridiculous.
Hold that thought, because it's going to happen soon. Baden goes up for the mark at half back in front.
Someone's
Burke.
marked it.
Which way is he going to point? Whichever way he likes. Burke.
Whoever gets up with it.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty close, I must admit.
And Burke has it. Left foot kick.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. A couple of Thompson boys. Maguire ran into Baden. Now the ball. Oh, free kick for holding the ball. Jeez. So free kick to Thompson. To Inverleigh against Thompson. Seddon's got it and will shoot for goal from 25 out. Slide angle. I didn't see that. It was pretty close in the contest, but didn't have a lot of time. But anyway, Seddon's got it. He's kicked 2 behinds this afternoon, so chance for his first of the afternoon. Third for the home side. Comes in. Oh, here we go. He's missed it as well.
I think he did miss it.
3 behinds. 2:10:22 Inverleigh. Dale's running out of room on his points sheet. 2:10:22 the Hawks. The Tigers 1-1-7. 15.5 played in the second term.
So Wiseman this time, he kicks in, he comes towards the half-forward line, this side of the ground. Burke was up, Mark not taking advantage, has been paid as the ball comes out. Hegarty goes into the forward line, goes towards Davis, gives him every opportunity. Ball from behind is spoiled, comes to the ground. Kittle looms dangerously, but also as Baxter's back there, and he will take the ball over the boundary line and will have a throw in the forward line.
He hasn't been up this territory for a fair while.
You're absolutely right there. It was actually Alderding that got the ball in.
Alderding.
Tresize down there doing some ruck work now. Up against Jones. Ball thrown back in by the umpire. Jones front position, taps it back, goes towards Grundle. Holwell dives on top of the ball. Ball runs free of that player. Comes out the back, picked up by Burke, got the handball away towards Perrott. Just can't keep clean possession of the ball, and the ball buttons back over the boundary line. She'll have another throw-in to take place, this time on the half-forward line for the Thompson side. Ball thrown back in this time by the umpire. Tresize is there, comes out the back. Muir puts his head down, taken in a tackle. Ball comes out, runs free, picked up by Spokes, handballs over the top. Ends up in the hands there of Johnson, who kicks into the forward line. Spoil from behind, so ground level with players required. Kittle, good clean pick up. Goes back outside into the hands of Hodgson. His kick went high, and I don't think it went any further than about 20 metres. Grundle taps the ball back towards the half-back line. Picked up there by Baxter. Goes back inside to Manganelli. Manganelli now on the right foot, goes out wide.
That's 50-metre penalty. 50-metre penalty, I think.
So Manganelli will be advanced from one of the centre square to the other. And he settles things down now as Thompson has been able to get a few players back behind the ball. Manganelli goes towards the pocket, out there best. Ball comes to ground, Gardner is there, handball comes out, Jacker got rid of it pretty quickly, ends up there in the hands of Alderding. He was taken down in the tackle, picked up by Banfield. He's also put the ball back between his legs. It runs free now. There's some players being lifted and tossed around in there.
They can't pay advantage on a 50-metre penalty, can they?
No.
Because I just thought the way they were going to enter in the forward line from the other side,
it
would have been better for them not to get the 50. But it was one of those ones where he ran around, played on, the umpire hadn't called it.
So ball thrown up again this time. Tresize gets the ball down, going in the half-back line, picked up by Maguire, handballs outside, goes towards Geordie Drew, picks it up, gets back on his right foot, he's tackled and brought down. Good tackle, Gardner. Recipient will be that player. So
he's been good.
Go back.
He's been good, Brandon Gardner.
Gardner now delivers the ball. Dangerous kick. Was Democki saw it coming. Goes towards Banfield. And he is tackled. Brought down in the tackle. Umpire
give it a
prior opportunity there.
That's exactly right, Smitty. You do know the game.
Thank you very much, Grub.
Can't wait to see his photos at half-time again, too.
Oh, yeah. So
the ball thrown back up. Out the back of size. Picked up there. McLeish can't take clean possession. Goes back to Jones. Got the handball outside. Was okay. Spokes didn't want to pick the ball up. Went to Burke. Comes out towards Gerard. He want to get back on his left foot. Tries to. Got the handball away. Was taken in a tackle. Gardner had it. Gave it away. Gerard's back over the top of the ball. And Thompson, they just surround him now. So there's going to be a ball up in the half-forward line as we tick towards 20 minutes. Second quarter, it is Inverleigh on 2-10. Thompson 1-1.
So ball up left half-forward for the Hawks. Hybens up against Tresize. Hybens gets it down nicely. Gardner through the middle. Can't take it. Holwell there as well. Ball still in dispute. Number of players around it. Umpire lets them try and get it out, and then he's paid a punts. So free kick to Thompson. Burke getting up, looking at the umpire going, okay. So Alderding gets it away. McLeish gets it out wide to Tresize. Ran in front of Hybens, took the mark. And still inside defensive 50. Goes along the line towards centre wing. Oh, getting across there, Dan Groz. Cations, free kick. Push, said the umpire. Advantage paid. Cations goes with a kick inside 50. It's good to Seddon. Oh.
Well, that's what it looked like after the 50. That's the way they were coming in, and this time they've got it.
Manganelli took the mark in front of Seddon and will shoot for goal from 30 metres out. Close to the boundary line in the right forward pocket.
Well, I don't know who should take the kick because they've both been kicking points, haven't they?
Yep. Seddon's kicked 3, Manganelli 1. And most of them have at the moment, 2-10. So, chance for the home side's third of the afternoon. He comes in, right forward pocket, northern end of the ground. Tresize stands the mark, and this time
Tell you
looks
what.
better. Oh.
Didn't the umpire just look over his top?
He never moved.
Manganelli,
He looked over the top of his head in the middle of the goal square and said 1 point.
2-11, 23 in the lead. Thompson 1-1-7.
We're lucky we don't rely on the reaction of the guy.
Well, I do.
We had no idea.
Well, I do. I wait till they move back and everything. He never moved. And
So Gardner now from the half-back line delivers the ball towards centre wing up the front. Marcus not taken at ground level. Gerard tries to take Spokes off the contest, and the ball is now over the boundary line, so we'll have a throw in on pretty much close to centre wing.
Mate, the idea of a commentator is to say that's before it goes through, but you just can't because he never moved. He looked straight over the top of his head.
There's going to be some silence, I think, today.
We'll have to wait.
Yep.
So thrown back in this time. Ball comes out the back, picked up there. Scott tries to get through the contest. He does so. Little handball out, and the umpire says there's a throw. It's going to go in Belee, and it's Lockie Perrott that's going to be the recipient of this free kick. Just attacking side of the centre wing. He goes into the half-forward line. It's a low, flat kick, but going across, Banfield read that nicely, and he will slip in and take the mark for the Thompson side. So Banfield, a little flat kick, goes inside towards Hodgson. He had to get rid of the ball because he went to ground. The ball does come out in the tackle. Umpire this time says it's dropping the ball. And free kick goes to Manganelli of Inverleigh. So Manganelli just outside 50. Handball goes to Robbie Logue. Over the top goes to Drew. And he's looking to go back now to Gerard. He's looking back inside, faked one way and went along the boundary line, kick towards Bowman on the half volley, and it will be taken over the line. Yes, it will. So we're going to have a throw in front of the Thompson coaching box here at Inverleigh. 2-11 to the Inverleigh, 23, 1-1-7 to the Thompson side, 23 minutes gone, second quarter.
That was the wrong option. You should have gone to the middle of the goal square, surely.
Boundary throw in. Hybens gets it down nicely. Drew runs through, leaves the footy behind though. Ball still in dispute at half forward for Inverleigh. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Tell you what, I reckon he was about an inch and a half from knocking his own teammate out. Then they both went through from each side of the pack.
So ball up. Left half forward for the Hawks. Hybens. Tresize through the middle. Can they pick it up though, the Hawks? They can. Manganelli had it, lost it in the tackle. In the forward pocket now for Inverleigh. And the umpire leaving it for long enough. He'll have to come in and ball it up. So, a bit closer to the Inverleigh goal now. 23.5 played in this second term. Ball up. Tresize gets it down. And pack develops again. The umpire with a bit more work to do still in the forward pocket. Every player on the ground forward of the centre circle. Well and truly, Jack Violet, Paul Davis.
I saw this at league football last week. So
Why don't you use your microphone, you galah?
And the free kick from the ruck contest and out of the ruck to Dean Muir, who got one high over the shoulder and gets up holding the shoulder as well. So he'll get the free kick if he can take it. He's not looking too good there, Dean Muir.
If he's not, come off and give it to someone else. They need it going at 2-11.
So Dean Muir is going to be kicking from 20 out, 45 degree angle, and I'm not calling it until the goal umpire signals it. Comes in. Well, he's missed that, but he has missed it. But anyway, so another behind. 2-12-24 Inverleigh. They lead Thompson 1-1-7, and that's on the Common Hotel second quarter score with 25 played.
You want to get your boots, Macca? Go out and have a kick yourself, son.
So the ball comes out wide. The mark has been taken out there, and it was Denham on the far side of the ground. So Thompson, the defences have done a fair bit of work in this second quarter, but he kicks the ball back towards centre wing. Out the back it runs. Baxter coming the other way. Was taken. Handball goes to Seddon. Seddon gets the handball further afield. Running onto it was Drew. A little kick into the forward line. Goes towards Brackley, but it runs towards the boundary line.
That was a great tackle to stop that. That was just fantastic.
Over. That was Spokes, I think, that did that tackle.
They would have kicked the goal if he didn't tackle him there.
So about 35 around from the behind post. The ball will be thrown back in by the umpire. File just pushing to a bit of space in their forward line. The ball is thrown in. Out the back, Maguire says, I'll just tap it back towards the boundary line. Drew was there. Got the ball. He screws it back or tries to bring it back. Only as far as Holwell. He didn't take the mark. Hutchison was there, taking it in his hand by Best. Kicks over his shoulder. And that's the only way.
Hang on. Yes.
Oh, no, it wasn't touched. No.
That's a goal.
Michael
I wasn't
Best
worried about being
has got his
touched.
first goal and the third now for Inverleigh. There's 3-12 and they leave Thompson on 1-1. 26 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Don't you listen to the captain.
I said wait.
Wait until you see the two fingers go up.
Signal.
I was waiting for the umpire to call touched.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I tell you what, even though they're winning the game by, 23 points, that was a goal they needed. And sometimes when you kick so many points in a row, it only needs one, and all of a sudden they all get back on target. But they're absolutely dominating this game, and they're only 23 points up. They should be 56 points up.
So Jones having a run on the ruck now. Hyben's off the ground for a rest. Late stage of the second term. Baden and Jones. Baden gets it down. McLeish through the middle. Tries to, he dragged it in, then got rid of it. Pushes it out towards Holwell. He taps it on as well. Now Spokes over the top of it. Wrapped up. The umpire. Oh, jeez. Holding the ball. Did he have prior?
I don't think so.
Anyway, Seddon's got it. Back into the centre square. Goes out wide. Good
Great
kick.
kick.
Yeah, Bowman on a
Great
long lead.
kick.
Takes the mark at right half forward. Plays on now. Goes towards the pocket. Getting back there. Baden put his arms up. Couldn't take the mark. McLeish the tackle on. So that's the same thing. So he should pay it. And he has. So that's good. Consistency. Holwell gets the kick and goes back towards the middle, over the head of everybody. Cations at the back. Kittle's right next to him. Cations gets it away. Baxter had it and lost it. Oh, then he kicks it out of bounds. And that's going to be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, we weren't sure. I was watching the signal.
You were, weren't you?
I was watching the signal.
Left half forward, Thompson into attack. They need a goal before half time. 28 played. They're 1-1-7. They're down in Inverleigh. 3-12-30.
But good on the umpires. They've actually stopped playing that deliberate like the league do.
So the ball thrown back in again. It comes to Gerard, who kicks the ball back towards centre wing. Hutchison overruns the ball, going back, picks the ball up. Well, he didn't pick the ball up, and that was Hodgson. But now he's picked it up. He's looking at some options. Got a runner out the back. Maguire it is. He goes in that direction, goes back towards centre wing. Thompson with some numbers out there. The mark has been taken out there, and it's Stacey. So he gets back on his right boot and goes low and flat into the half-forward line, but only towards Mick Groz. It was a clean pick up there from Groz, and he went back towards centre wing, so he might win it back. And he will, as Wiseman says, we'll just let you take the mark. He goes out wide, chip up over the top, Banfield. So maybe a late chance for Thompson's side to kick a goal, but Banfield bounced the ball. It didn't come back to him because he got time to pick it up. Goes towards Davis. Grozdanovsky does the spoil. Picked up there, de Blasio. Well, he sits over the top of it now. He could be in a bit of trouble here, although the ball has come out. Kittle tries to work it free. Jack is there. He slides over. Again, there's a fair bit of work being done. Umpire says there's a hold. Advantage has been paid, and the number 8, Davis wanders in, and he will kick his second goal. Thompson's second goal, and it's 2-1. Thompson, Inverleigh on 3-12, 20, nearly 30 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
I don't know. I thought the tackle was when he had the ball, and it was knocked loose in the tackle. So I couldn't see the hold, but I guess they didn't really get a chance to stop. So the course of action might have been the same anyway. But by geez, that's a badly needed goal by Thompson, and after being absolutely, totally massacred in the first half, they're under 20 points down. It's just, it beggars belief, really. A side that can dominate another.
That'd be nearly the first time they've been in the forward line, isn't it, for the quarter?
Well, second, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when they went up here.
Yeah. They've been massacred and they're still in the game. They can win it still.
Back to the middle. Jones gets it down. Oh,
Now that's
Seddon.
a hold.
Jones comes the other way. Seddon was held. Ball back towards half forward for Thompson. Handball towards Kittle at half forward. Got some support. Stacey's handball out the back towards Johnson. He gets it further. Kittle off a step. 40 out. Right foot kick. Missed it.
Geez, that would have set the cat amongst the pigeons. 2 in a couple of minutes. And
2-2-14 the Tigers. Inverleigh 3-12-30. Commonafine Hotel second quarter scoreboard. Baxter with the footy at full back for the home side. Drives it long. Good kick. Baden gets his name on it. Should have marked it. De Blasio was there. Ball at the front. Kittle again picks it up. Handball towards Johnson. His handball back. They've still got the numbers at the back, but the handballs, geez, under pressure. Maguire handballs it back 25 metres. Short little kick. Oh, the ding turned it over. The ding turned it over. Where's Peter Pan? We want Peter Pan back in the team too. So Hawks have got the ball. Centre wing out of side. De Blasio goes back in the middle. Baden comes at it. Now handball over the top. Might favour Jacker on the cricket pitch area. Can he pick it up? He had it, lost it, got pushed off by Cage.
that's a hold up.
It is.
Yes, he's got it. Fair enough. Sammy Jacker never had the footy. There's no doubt about that.
So it comes back to the middle for Jacker. Hawks, time to get players behind the ball now. He has to move it quickly. They've played 31 minutes. He goes wide to Kittle. Takes the mark at right half forward. Davis got a couple on him. Going to go in that direction. Pops it up to the top of the square. That's a good kick. Davis. Oh, had his name written on it. Couldn't take it. Front and centre was okay. Scott turns around, kicks the...
He's missed
touched.
it.
Must have been touched, was it? Oh, hit the post.
Hit the post.
Hit the post. So Scott kicks a behind. 2-3-15 now, Thompson. Trailing Inverleigh 3-12-30. Commonafine Hotel, second quarter scoreboard. 32 minutes played. Toxi's out here.
Must have just clipped it.
Josh Jenkins style.
Yeah. So again, ball is kicked in, goes wide, and Baxter delivers the ball out to Cations, and that was a good mark.
My grandma taught me to tell the truth too, and I've never told it in my life.
So Cations now will deliver the ball towards centre wing. Kick, maybe not off on it, but it comes out the back, but it doesn't matter because the siren has sounded. So at half time, it will be Inverleigh at 3-12, and they will lead the visiting side Thompson on 2-3. Goal kicks at this stage of the day, we have 5. And for Inverleigh, it is Bowman, Shane Burke and Best. And for Thompson, it is Davis with the 2.
So Inverleigh 3-12-30. They lead Thompson 2-3-15 at half time. We'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll have the second half match day live after this on 94.7 The Pulse.